Beautiful people, welcome back to another episode of the Ignite Your Purpose Show podcast and vlog, where you know me, Mr. Sexy, Mr. Tan, Mr. Baldhead, is talking daily about longevity through a healthy lifestyle, a mix of the mental, physical, and spiritual knowledge, something I coined the mind, body, soul trifecta, where every day I am, and I hope we are as a posse, as a crew, as a tribe, trying to be better than we were yesterday. And what I try and do as the storyteller, that's what I do. I'm just telling stories about things that occur in my life on a daily basis that I think the universe is putting there for me to learn from, not to be better or worse, but to elevate myself. And through that, I kind of spit that at you guys and try and get your feedback and hope that it's helping you as much as it's helping me. So one of the guys I follow on today's talk, we're going to talk kind of our senior citizens, all right? And also being on the dole. All right, so there's been a couple reports that came out. I posted on the Ignite Your Purpose page the other day about a study that was done, I think in London, on the productivity of employees. Now, I'm not an employee. I'm an entrepreneur. So I take that even to the next level. I call this my secret sauce, which is those who work out and took care of themselves were something like 15 to 20% more productive. That means whereas, if you didn't do shit, in a 50-hour week, it took these guys 10 to 12 hours less than somebody else, all right? I believe in that. I came from being Sicilian, being that Italian kid. I came up in the construction game, man. I know what being physically fit does in a day, compared to those who, take that smoke break, drink that shitty drinks, drink the shitty food, all that crap, right? I witnessed it. I'm not going to preach about it. I learned through the School of Hard Knocks. I damn well agree with that. And I think that was even on the low. That study was even on the low. Now, my man Gerald Celente, who is a trends forecaster out of New York City, another Italian man, so much knowledge in it. I talk about, those who are elders who are still killing it. This guy has got the mind, body, soul trifecta on lock. He knows about meditation. He does a form of martial arts. He keeps his body because he knows it's his vessel to keep on hustling, right? Keep that mind tight because he needs his mind for his trends when it comes to finances. And just another guy I look up to in the realm of elders who are doing good things and are living the long haul life. Now, one of the studies he was talking about was how, and this is talking about how, I look at the big picture here. How at some point, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be dependent on a government or a system that may or may not take care of you, all right? So why would you not want to do your best before it gets to that? Now, here are the staggering numbers, all right? For those, and I think seniors are either 60 or 65. I'm not sure in each country where it is, but we'll say in that. So, 60, 65. The guys that I'm working out with that are 60, 65 still chiseled, look like Spartans, all right? That's the way it should be. And that is doable, people. I witness it every day. I preach about it. I get heated about it because I see it. I don't want to hear, like I've been hearing my whole life, oh, what's your 21? It's all downhill from there. Oh, you're 30. It's over. Holy shit, you're 35. You'll never make it now. It's, and you're just like, oh my God. Anyway, okay, back to the lecture at hand. 25% of those over the senior age, we'll call 60, 65, have diabetes. Of that, 70% of those, and something keeps dingling, holy geez, 70% are overweight and encroaching on obesity. 70%, all right? And as a result, those people are obviously going to be, they can't do much. They are dependent on others to help them. They are dependent on, I'm going to assume, medical supplies, doctor visits, whatever drugs they need, food stamps, all of the above. We become dependent because why? We frigging lose our health. Man, I preach about this. I talk about my other shows. When you are given, we're all going to die, don't get me twisted, but when you're giving a fatal diagnosis, when you're given that fatal diagnosis, why is it only then that we want to change? Why don't we change when we have the opportunity to change? And I see that, and I work out with people, man. I work out with a guy on the island of Hawaii. I see when he started, I see where he's at now. And we're not talking athletes here, right? He only comes 3 days a week, does what he does, kills it. And the physique, the mental, the physical, the health change in him in a year is ridiculous. All right? And he started in his 60s, his mid-60s. I don't know. He's in his 60s somewhere. He started then. You know what I mean? People, it can be done. We should not be, if it is possible, I'm not saying, this is a clear blanket, this is a generalization, but if you do have your health, if you do have both legs, both arms, and a mindset, and you can at least get your ass outside and walk up a hill every day, there are things that we can do to be better, and we need to take that into our own, that's our own responsibility. We can't expect that as we get older, especially with everything that's going on in the world, less and less kids coming up in the game. I don't know how the taxing system is going to work in a couple of years. Are you going to be able to get your drugs? Are you going to be able to get what's being given now? I know there's shutdowns in the States. I know there's, what's that one? There's runs on certain drugs that people can and can't get. Some things I know people do need. I know a lot of asthmatics that need those puffers. I'm not saying you can't do without, but I also know a hell of a lot of asthmatics who have gone from needing that puffer all the time to once in a while. That's where we want to get to, people. We want to get to the best versions of ourselves, and that is our own responsibility. Nobody's going to do it for you. You damn well have to know that if you go to a hospital, you're a number. If you're just a number on a piece of paper to somebody. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that they don't care. It's just to say that there is so many of them that it is unattainable to be, hey, Mr. Gerald, how are you doing today? It's just not like that. They have so many to deal with. And it becomes, I don't want to just say it's about money for them, but it becomes more of a system that you're indoctrinated into. And we kind of forget about ourselves when we get put into that system. People, if you can, please start listening to more Ignite Your Purpose. We're going to do interviews with people that are much older, that are killing it now. And I want that to be some form of inspiration to you all. Because I've been hearing, and I'll never forget this, even when I was in my early 20s, people telling me that, playtime was over and now it's time to get serious about life when you're, just out of high school. Like, age, the human body, the stuff it can do to repair itself is phenomenal. You just have to get your mindset into the spot where it's possible. And that is through chilling with people like me on Ignite Your Purpose and just doing your best and forgetting the rest. People, I thank you for your time. Don't let these numbers, don't let yourself become a statistic. Do not let it happen. I thank you. We will talk to you tomorrow. I appreciate your time. Do your best, forget the rest. That's the end of the day, what it's all about.